What if I told you there was one simple rule that could leave you with tens of thousands of dollars more over your lifetime, without getting a raise, without starting a business, and without giving up everything you enjoy? Sounds impossible, right? A few years ago, two friends made a promise. For the next 5 years, neither of them would change jobs. Neither would receive a huge inheritance. Neither would magically become rich overnight. The only difference? One of them would follow something called the $100 rule. The other wouldn't. 5 years later, one had a growing investment portfolio, money in the bank, and peace of mind. The other was still asking the same question. Where does all my money go? Today, I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. Because by the end of this video, you might realize that building wealth has less to do with how much you earn, and more to do with the tiny decisions you make every single day. Welcome back to Just Invest. I am John, and on this channel, we break down money, investing, and wealth building into simple lessons anyone can use. Like, share, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. If your goal is financial freedom, not just making money, but keeping and growing it, you're in the right place. Now, let me introduce you to Daniel and Marcus. They were best friends, same age, same neighborhood, same company. They even earned almost the exact same salary. Every Friday after work, they'd grab dinner together and talk about their future. "I want to retire early," Daniel would say. Marcus would smile and reply, "Me too. Imagine not worrying about money." Both wanted the same thing: a comfortable home, financial freedom, the ability to travel without checking their bank account every 5 minutes. But there was one problem. Neither of them was getting any closer. Every month their paychecks arrived, and every month they disappeared just as quickly. One evening, while scrolling through online stores, Daniel spotted a pair of designer sneakers. $120, he said. "They look amazing." Without thinking twice, he clicked Buy Now. The next morning, Marcus saw a pair of wireless headphones on sale. $140? That's a bargain, he thought. He almost bought them. Then he remembered something his grandfather had told him years earlier. Never buy anything expensive the same day you want it. At the time, Marcus thought it was old-fashioned advice. But this time, he decided to try it. Instead of buying the headphones, he closed the app. "I'll wait until tomorrow," he said. It seemed like a tiny decision, almost meaningless. Neither Daniel nor Marcus realized that this single moment would quietly change the direction of their financial lives. The following morning, Daniel couldn't stop thinking about his new sneakers. He refreshed the delivery tracking page 3 times before breakfast. "I can't wait for these to arrive," he smiled. Meanwhile, Marcus woke up and completely forgot about the headphones. Until a notification appeared on his phone. "Only 3 hours left. Don't miss this deal." His heart started racing. What if the price goes back up? What if I regret not buying them? It felt urgent, almost like he was about to lose something. But then he remembered his promise. Wait 24 hours. So he put his phone down and went to work. Something strange happened that afternoon. He got busy: meetings, phone calls, lunch with a coworker. By the time he got home, the excitement was gone. He opened the shopping app one more time. He stared at the headphones for a few seconds, then laughed. "You know what? I don't even need these." And just like that, he closed the app. He had saved $140 without earning an extra dollar. Not because he had more self-control than Daniel, but because he gave his emotions enough time to cool down. Why this happens? Here's something most people never realize. Companies spend billions of dollars studying one thing: your brain. They know exactly how to make you feel excited. Limited time sales, countdown timers, flash deals. Only 2 left in stock. Everyone is buying this. Those messages aren't there by accident. They're designed to make you feel like waiting is dangerous. Because the moment you slow down, you start thinking logically instead of emotionally. And that's exactly what businesses don't want. The $100 rule isn't really about the money. It's about creating space between wanting something and buying it. That tiny pause is where better financial decisions are made. 6 months later, Daniel had forgotten all about the sneakers. In fact, he'd bought several more things since then. A smartwatch, a designer jacket, a new gaming chair, a coffee machine. None of them were terrible purchases on their own. But together, They quietly drained thousands of dollars from his bank account. Marcus did something different. Every time he wanted to buy something over $100, he waited. Sometimes he still bought it, but more often than not, he realized he didn't actually want it anymore. Instead of spending that money, he moved it into an investment account. At first, it didn't seem like much. $100 here, $200 there. Some months, it was even less. But Marcus wasn't focused on becoming rich overnight. He was focused on becoming a little smarter every single month. And that's where the real magic began. The turning point. One Saturday morning, Daniel called Marcus. "Want to go shopping?" Marcus smiled. "Sure." A few hours later, they walked into a large electronics store. Daniel spotted the newest smartphone. His eyes lit up immediately. "This thing is incredible. The camera is amazing. The battery lasts 2 days. I think I'm getting it." Marcus looked at the price tag. It was far more than Daniel had planned to spend that month. "You need a new phone?" Marcus asked. Daniel hesitated. "Well, not really. Mine still works. But this one is so much better." Marcus nodded. "Then use the $100 rule." Daniel laughed. "It's just a phone." Marcus smiled. "That's what you said about the sneakers, and the smartwatch, and the gaming chair." Daniel went quiet. For the first time, he realized Marcus wasn't talking about the phone. He was talking about a pattern Daniel had never noticed before. Every expensive purchase had started with the same sentence. "I deserve this. It's on sale. I'll use it every day. It's only this once." But somehow, there was always a next time. Marcus wasn't richer because he earned more. He was richer because he questioned his spending before his emotions made the decision for him. So Daniel did something he'd never done before. He put the phone back on the shelf. "I'll think about it." The salesperson looked surprised. "Are you sure? The sale ends today." Daniel smiled. "If it's still worth buying tomorrow, I'll come back." Then the two friends walked out of the store. The hardest part. That night wasn't easy. Daniel kept thinking about the phone. He watched review videos. He read comments online. He even imagined showing it to his friends. His brain kept saying, "Buy it. You'll be happier. You work hard." But something interesting happened the next morning. The excitement had faded. The phone didn't seem nearly as important as it had the day before. Instead of driving back to the store, Daniel opened his banking app. He transferred the money he almost spent into his investment account. Then he smiled. For the first time, he felt the same excitement from keeping his money that he used to feel from spending it. And that's when everything changed. Because wealth isn't just about changing your bank balance, it's about changing what your brain rewards. When buying things becomes your reward, you'll always find something else to buy. But when watching your investments grow becomes the reward, your entire financial future starts to look different. That single decision didn't make Daniel rich overnight, but it gave him something much more valuable, a new habit. And, as you'll see next, small habits have a way of creating very big results. 5 years passed. Neither Daniel nor Marcus became a millionaire overnight. Neither won the lottery. Neither suddenly doubled their salary. But when they met for coffee one Saturday morning, the difference between them was impossible to ignore. Daniel looked exhausted. "Man," he sighed, "I don't get it. I make more money than I did 5 years ago. I've worked hard. I've gotten promotions. So why does it still feel like I'm starting over every month?" Marcus didn't answer immediately. Instead, he asked a simple question. "Do you remember that phone?" Daniel laughed. "The one I almost bought?" Marcus nodded. "That wasn't the real test. It never was." Daniel looked confused. Marcus continued. "It was every decision after that. The shoes, the watch, the vacation upgrade, the expensive dinners, the gadgets. They all seemed small, but together, they became your lifestyle." Daniel sat there quietly, because deep down, he knew Marcus was right. The invisible snowball. Marcus pulled out his phone, not to show off, but to show Daniel something he'd never seen before, his investment account. Over the years, every time Marcus decided not to buy something he didn't truly need, he invested the money instead. Sometimes it was $120, sometimes $200, sometimes $500. He wasn't investing huge amounts. He was simply investing consistently. Those small decisions had quietly grown into something remarkable. Daniel stared at the screen. "I thought you were making more money than me." Marcus smiled. "I wasn't. I just gave my money a job instead of giving it away." That's when Daniel realized something. Every dollar has a choice. You can spend it today, or you can let it work for you tomorrow. Most people make that choice without even thinking. Wealthy people make it on purpose. Here's the truth. The $100 rule isn't really about $100. For some people, it might be $50. For others, it might be $500. The amount isn't what matters. The habit is. The rule simply forces you to pause before making emotional decisions. And that pause is powerful, because once emotions settle, logic finally gets a chance to speak. You'll still buy things you truly need. You'll still enjoy your money, but you'll stop buying things just because you felt excited for 5 minutes. And over time, those decisions start to change your life. Not in a week, not in a month, but year after year. That's how wealth is really built. Quietly, patiently, one smart decision at a time. If you found this story helpful, leave a comment below with one purchase you've decided to think twice about. And if you want more simple money lessons that can change your financial future, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Just Invest, and I'll see you in the next one.